Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. I hope you guys are all doing fine. I'm trying hard to ramp up my productivity by bringing out 2 HIV videos in a week, but I'm finding it a bit difficult. Being a one-man operation, it's difficult, but hopefully I'll get there. I'm trying my best. This week we had a setback because one of our foreign visitors had a medical emergency, and I could not record on Friday and part of Saturday because of that. I was in the emergency with them, and this is why we had a delay in this particular video. And this is the second week in a row when I have not been able to do a Friday because on the ShareTrack genomics side, I'm also trying to ramp up the content creation. So the choice before me is just to continue at the previous level or aspire to increase the productivity. I'm choosing to increase the productivity. I'm going to give it my best. And fortunately, I also have support from Sandeep, who has decided to help us out on Fridays on the genomics side with fundamental analysis of various companies. So I'm really thankful for that. So with that said, today I have some important news for you from Australia. So we're going to talk about Australia. Yes, there are researchers in Australia who are trying to find a cure for HIV. And they may have probably stumbled upon an important breakthrough.
Crikey, that's amazing.
That could potentially help us get rid of HIV from patients. So that's the news that I have for you today. So please stay tuned, watch till the very end. And a big thanks to all our members for helping us sustain our HIV programming and attempt to increase. I'm still trying to get 2 videos out a week for HIV. And I'm hopeful that next week we should be able to achieve that, or probably this week itself. So with that said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. In a groundbreaking discovery, researchers in Melbourne, Australia have found a potential game changer in the fight against HIV. A blood cancer drug called Venetoclax, Venetoclax. I pronounce it as Venetoclax. You may pronounce it differently, but that's the spelling. This particular drug has shown remarkable promise in targeting silent HIV cell, or the ones that we call as the dormant pools. And it has shown ability to target these HIV cells and delay the viral rebound in these cells. And these latent HIV cells have been a major roadblock in curing the HIV infection. As you guys know very well, current therapies can only suppress it. And this exciting preclinical finding could pave the way for future HIV cure. It is preclinical basically because even though Venetoclax might have shown its effectiveness in cancer fighting, but it has to be tested in combination with other drugs in order to be effective on HIV without causing any side effects for the patients. That's the reason why it's in the preclinical stage. We all know that HIV is a virus that primarily targets CD4 T cells, and within these cells, the virus can lay dormant after getting integrated with the human DNA, and it can continue to elude treatments because as long as antiretroviral is going on, it will stay dormant out there. Once antiretroviral is stopped, it will throw out copies of itself and become active. Current standard of care treatment known as ART therapy, or some people call it CART, where C stands for combined antiretroviral therapy. Current ART effectively suppresses the virus but cannot eliminate the hidden reservoirs of virus. And therefore, many of you who are consuming ART are looking for a cure. And that's why you're very optimistic about the Tel Aviv vaccine, you're optimistic about Excision Bio, you're optimistic about American Gene Therapies, AGT103-T. So I can understand how you're anxiously waiting for a particular cure. In this particular case, it seems that this could open the door for a potential cure because it's going to attack the dormant pool. The study does not explicitly say whether it attacks dendritic cells as well as macrophages, which are known to contain HIV because they have CD4 receptors. But the researchers at WEHI and the Peter Doherty Institute for Infection and Immunity conducted a study using Venetoclax or enhanced preclinical models of HIV, and what they were able to find was that Venetoclax delayed the virus from rebounding by 2 weeks, even without the use of art. This is a significant step forward in the search for a cure. And the researchers feel that while Venetoclax alone showed promise, if it was combined with another drug which is currently in clinical trials, it could further extend the delay in viral rebound. And this suggests that a combination therapy of drugs may be necessary to completely eliminate HIV from the body, reinforcing the idea that one drug alone may not be sufficient. So this is the importance of the new preclinical research from Australia. And friends, I want to manage your expectations. HIV is a very complicated retrovirus, and it has proved very resilient, and it also has the ability to mutate in order to evade therapies. So while this particular research seems very promising, we have to moderate our expectations because this is preclinical. We want to see it actually work on in a phase 1 clinical trial with regard to safety and phase 2 with regard to efficacy. And I'm sure that it might happen because even though they have not mentioned dendritic cells and macrophages, the fact that this Venetoclax is able to delay rebound by 2 weeks shows promise that it works on all dormant pools. That's how I would interpret it. And of course, friends, you know that I'm not a scientist or a doctor, so you should take what I say for what it is. We'll see what happens with this particular research. The phase 1 of 2B clinical trial using Venetoclax to treat HIV is set to begin soon. It's going to happen in Australia. Specifically, it's going to be an expanded study in Melbourne in 2024, and it will be led by experts in the field. And the trial will assess the safety and tolerability of Venetoclax in people living with HIV who are on suppressive antiretroviral therapy at this point of time. So to summarize, this groundbreaking discovery offers a glimmer of hope for millions of people living with HIV globally. Venetoclax, originally a blood cancer drug, has shown the potential to target hidden HIV cells and delay the viral rebound. The research represents a significant step towards finding a cure for HIV, and the upcoming clinical trial, which is going to start in 2024, holds promise for changing the lives of those affected by HIV. And the combined efforts of researchers and healthcare professionals may finally bring us closer to ending this lifelong quest for a cure for HIV. So here is hoping for the best. And let me assure you, my friends, that in this channel, we're going to keep track of this particular initiative. Whenever there is a development, I'll bring it to you. Many users, especially from the Hindi channel, keep on asking me about the Tel Aviv cure. But friends, there has been no news from Tel Aviv since August of 2022. Nothing new has come out, and my outreach to the research team in Tel Aviv University has not yielded any results. So I'm assuming that either they have run into a roadblock or they are keeping everything under wraps for now. Either way, for this particular therapy in Australia, I expect that they will be giving regular press releases, and very soon I hope to see identifier for clinicaltrials.gov, and we can keep track of what's happening out there. So with that said, I would like to point out that this is an early access video available early to our members. This is my way of saying thanks to those members who have joined me in these efforts to support the global HIV community by keeping track and bringing to them the latest in the field of HIV therapy and research. And I thank you for it on behalf of the entire channel. And to those who are just viewers, I request that at least become subscribers and help us grow the profile of this channel, so that when we approach research organizations and drug companies, they would take us seriously and give us an interview. And if you're already a subscriber, I would request that take an additional step and become a member and help us sustain the HIV programming. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.